Alrighty, so in this video, we're going to be going over the top 10 best characters in Dragon Ball Legends currently. I didn't want to do a tier list right before the unique equipment Goku Black came out. I wanted to wait and see how good he was. And boy, oh boy, did he make a difference in the meta. A humongous difference. So, me waiting here doing this tier list is going to be definitely better. It'll probably be another tier list once Broly comes out if he impacts the meta enough. But, yeah, why not? Let's just get started with number 10. Alright, at number 10 we have Buhan. Buhan, I just feel like he, especially if you have Gogeta and Broly and Gogeta together are just amazing. And the new Goku Black unique equipment and everything, he kind of just got kicked off his own team in a way. And then Broly as well, because Broly does the same thing that this guy does, but better. You technically could run them together, but what this Buhan still, don't get it twisted, even though he's at 10, can still be very insane if you use them right. But I think that the damage that he'll take, especially from Gogeta, because the thing with the active skill is that like he won't be able to stop it. He gets caught in active, so he's pretty much gonna just get one shot. And then, because that's one thing, his defense has always been pretty bad. And then if you have Broly, you're probably gonna want to run him with Gogeta because he's a better character, or Goku Black, or either of the Goku Blacks, because they both are better characters overall. So I just feel like he kind of just is sitting down on the side because he's kind of just not really the best option anymore. That's more so why he's here. He's not like a bad character by any means. Still very, very good character. I just think that he just kind of got kicked to the side a little bit. But y'all already know what Buhan does. He's been in the meta for like 5 months. So Buhan's an annoying character, but he still can bring some value, but definitely not as good as he used to be. But let's go on to number 9. Alright, so number 9 we have Ultra Sword Hope Trunks. Technically, if you look at it in a certain way, he kind of gained value with Goku Black. Both the Goku Blacks being very good right now. But with that being said, you wouldn't also want to run this guy because it is a better green as well in the meta now. And this guy, honestly, like his Sword of Hope is still insanely strong. It's just, people, especially like Broly and Goku Black now, I'm talking about these units a lot because they're like the best characters in the game. But like these characters could probably tank his Sword of Hope now. So his Sword of Hope is kind of becoming obsolete a little bit, going against those characters specifically. But like if you get them in the right situation where they're like 40% health or something, he may be able to kill. But against any other character too, he still probably could one shot. But every match now is Goku Black and Broly, so it's kind of hard to avoid being in a situation or get yourself in a situation with Trunks that really makes him perform the greatest. It would probably have to be like a setup just based around him, but that's not something you would really want to do, you know what I mean? But yeah, Ultra Trunks before this was probably one of the best characters in the game, but it's just crazy how the meta can shift off just 2 characters and a unique equipment. But yeah, man, this Ultra Trunks, unfortunately, is number 9 now. So number 8 we have Legend Bardock. The thing with Legend Bardock is that Gogeta exists. The reason why Gogeta hurts this guy so bad is because his active skill does 100% of the damage he did to the main character he's doing it to the whole entire team. So if this Bardock gets hit by that active skill, he pretty much is going to just spread the damage out. If you do maybe like 5 or 6 million to this Bardock off that active skill, and he'll do it to the whole entire team. So not only would you lose off of damage instantly just from that's 18 million, right? That's ridiculous. This guy would be at 1 health as well. It's just too much damage being spread out around the team, so he's kind of hard to be ran. And this character still is, his value is still insane though. It's not like his value is gone. One thing is like, it's kind of hard to run him on teams now because there isn't too many Sun family characters. There's no Gokus in the meta really, which is kind of crazy to even think about, like honestly. Because there's always Gokus, Gohans, all of that. But right now there really isn't, which is very weird. But hey man, well Bardock, honestly, it's really just because Gogeta. If Gogeta didn't exist, this guy would still be insane, and this meta would be horrendous. But Gogeta actually is helping in that situation there. But yeah, the indestructible that he has, just being able to come in whenever a character needs help, and just being able to tank the hit no matter what is insane. But once I kid you not, once a blue character comes out that will counter Gogeta, I mean, we already have Rose, but I'm talking about like another one. Bardock's probably gonna come back, maybe not to the standard that he was before, because He was like 1 or 2 last tier list, but he'd probably be like pretty high still. He'd probably be still pretty high and pretty valuable and probably seen a lot. So don't expect this guy to go anywhere. Just for now, is just we have a character that can just does basically, if he gets hit, you lose the game with the active skill. That's the one problem with it. But once Gogeta phases out a little bit, this guy can have the time to come back. But for right now, Bardock's number 8. Let's move on to number 7. Alright, now this is crazy. Okay, so Legend Vegito's at 7. Prior to Yellow Goku Black coming out, I would have had this guy almost at number 1. That's how crazy the meta could shift from one buff or character. I was contemplating before putting this guy like top 4 at least, but like he was around the number 1, 2, 3, 4th range. That's where he was. So it's crazy. But Legend Super Vegito still is very strong, obviously. But Yellow Goku Black just eviscerates this guy, and he can't do anything to Yellow Goku Black either. So it's kind of Yellow Goku Black's in every match because he's more of an accessible character. He's been out for 2 years now, so yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to be able to use this guy the way you want to. And he does go neutral on his ult, which is a good thing, but Goku Black just tends to heal it all up, so it doesn't matter. But against anybody else besides Goku Black, he does insanely well. That's the one thing. Like, he still is a scary character to go against, especially if you're not running Yellow Goku Black. This character can destroy your team in seconds, like pretty quickly, because his damage is still ridiculous. And it's just him being purple is really the problem, because if Yellow Goku Black wasn't yellow, he'd probably still be the same in the meta. Honestly, he would be destroying everything still. He'd be in the top 5 talks 100%. But it's hard to have this character up there now because he just gets color countered offensively and defensively because he just can't do anything to Yellow Goku Black. And then, but the main standpoint for this guy though is that he's very good against Legend Broly. That's the one thing that I will give him. He's insanely good against Legend Broly. I already made a video about that, but he's insanely good against Legend Broly, and because he's just able to basically just tap him because he's superior element and he already does so much damage. You can just tap him, get rid of his first life, or one shot him with a blue card if you catch him in the right spot. He's very good against Legend Broly, but the main problem is Yellow Goku Black, which is why he's so low. But yeah, Legend Super Vegito is a number 7 for now. We'll see how he ages in the future. But let's move on to number 6. At number 6, we have Nappa and Vegeta. It's kind of the same thing here. Yellow Goku Black. I think these guys are more usable than Vegito in terms of like versatility because they have the revive and stuff, so they have a little more protection and meat. They have more meat on them. But the thing is, it's like it's harder to use these guys now. They at least have the type neutral when he goes to Vegeta and use the green card, but it's not enough. It really isn't enough to deal with Yellow Goku Black fully. I'm not saying this guy's bad at any means. He's still very strong. It's just they would have been a little bit. I think they've been like a slot higher maybe if Yellow Goku Black exists, which isn't like a huge drop off or anything like that. It's just they kind of have they're on a standby right now in the meta. They kind of just are here in a way. They'll show up every once in a while, but Yellow Goku Black can deal with them pretty easily. They have type neutral every once in a while, so that does help them, but they can't really. They're just more here, I think, for the revive and the protection. They don't really do much besides that, because Yellow Goku Black really is a one-man army. It feels like. Same thing with Broly. Both of them. They feel like one-man armies. And Yellow Goku Black can just wall this guy off, and offensively and defensively. Of course, these guys are good against Broly. Like pretty much everything but Yellow Goku Black, he's good against. The purple units that I just mentioned, Vegito and this guy, they're good against. But it's just unfortunate that Yellow Goku Black's in every match. So they just can't shine. But Nappa and Vegeta, they were close to like one of the best characters in the game, like prior to the anniversary, but this is where they are now. Let's move on to number 5. Alright, so number 5 we have Android 13. Okay, this guy's in the A tier boost, and this is the whole reason why that he's so high. This guy just, you slap him on any team. I don't even think I need to really explain what this guy does because he's been around almost a year at this point. Like it would be like he's been like 8-9 months at this point. So slap 13 onto any team. and he'll just provide support beyond anything. Like, he has the really good disrupt before, like, when he first comes in, and he has the blast seals, he has the evolve gauge that's really good, that just gives the extra damage to the whole team. Because one of the best setups in the game is just this guy, 13, Gogeta and Broly, 13, the Goku Blacks, 13 anything. 13 in anything in the meta right now, he's gonna benefit extremely well. And then him being an A tier, he's able to actually tank and do a little more damage than he used to do. So now he's a little more, you can rely on him in more, like, in those situations. Because before, he was still good, like, he was still top 10, like, close to top 10, or like honorable mentions, whatever. He still was a great option to put, just slap on just because. But you couldn't really rely on him to do anything else besides support. You couldn't tank. I mean, he had to revive, he still has to revive as well. But he couldn't tank, he couldn't do damage. But now he does a little more damage, still not a lot of damage, but now he can also tank a little better. So this puts him up here, and he's just too valuable. And especially that movies is going crazy, he's just too valuable not to have on a team. 13, it's just, if it makes your units feel like completely different characters. Like honestly, it makes your units feel like completely different characters. You run without 13, they still do good. When you run with 13, like, damn, where is the damage coming from? Because he's just supporting the team so well. But yeah, man, I'm not going to go too much more into 13 because 13's been around for a little while. But number 5, we have 13. Alrighty, we're going to have this interchangeable. I'm going to have, this is going to be interchangeable 3 and 4. I cannot decide. We're going to have Legend Rose and Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. I'm going to have, he's going to be, obviously you're going to see Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta on the side. You'll see him right now as we speak. But, what's it called? So, Legend Rose gained so much, even more value because now he has a really good yellow partner in Yellow Goku Black. And prior to the anniversary, he's the #1 character in the game, just doing everything. And his ability to just do whatever he wants, kind of in the field, and easily fill up his evolve gauge, just 3 ultimates, everything is freaking insane. And then going on to Gogeta, he's an insane character. Gogeta. Like, there's variants of this Goku Black team. Like, you can put Broly leader, or you could put Gogeta leader. And it's kind of hard for me to figure out which team is better, because the one thing that the Gogeta does, because most of the time you go to timer, right? With Gogeta, his active skill does 100% damage to the whole entire team. So if you use your active skill on like a yellow unit, you do like 7 million damage. You did 21 million damage to the whole team. Because you have to multiply that by 3. Or, yeah, you multiply by 3. Because there's 3 characters. So, that's just insane. So, if you go to timer, you basically just instantly win. That's 3 rushes. That is 3 rushes. It's crazy. But besides that, Gogeta has this a whole bunch of things. He goes time neutral with the green. There's insane damage just in general. These 4 are very hard for me to figure out. Well, kind of. These next 2, I think these next 2 actually kind of have a little bit of, not a humongous gap, but a little gap in between the rest of the meta. But Rose is just being that partner for Yellow Goku Black, I think just warrants him to be this high, and he's still individually ridiculous. So, don't expect this guy to go anywhere anytime soon. Obviously, Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is not going anywhere anytime soon. And then, yeah, man. These 2 characters are amazing. So let's move on to 1 and 2. Alright, you already knew this was coming. We got Yellow Goku Black and Broly interchangeable. I don't know which one is better. But, because I'm only putting them interchangeable because I haven't been able to use Broly. But in my experience against Broly, Yellow Goku Black I think is better. But I just haven't been able to use Broly. I don't know if people are not using Broly right. I mean, I'm pretty high ranked, but, what I've experienced, Yellow Goku Black does everything. Literally everything, defensively and offensively. He probably hits harder than almost everybody in the game, besides Gogeta and Vegito. They both hit harder, I think. But this guy hits harder than all the, everybody. And he's at the freaking wall. Both of these guys are walls. But Goku Black specifically takes literally 0. Because he's just healing over and over, because he has that Ultra Turles mechanic, which he's always healing, like 3% every hit, so it feels like he's taking nothing. But Broly, he's a stupid fucking character. He has the auto counter that makes him heal all the way, and he's able to do a blue, and he's tanky, he has endurance. we had Buhan top at number 10 in this list. This guy is Buhan on crack because Buhan doesn't have good defenses or endurance. But this guy has really good defenses and endurance, and when he activates those things, he heals all the way. His sustain is very good. Broly's sustain is very good, but he also just heals all the way when he transforms. It's like, Jesus freaking Christ. And when you switch in as well, he also heals a crazy amount as well. So it's like, it's just very hard to kill both these characters, and that's why this meta has just turned into, I think, a timer count meta. Again, something we're trying to avoid. Because prior to this, it wasn't really a timer count meta. Because Gogeta was just, but Gogeta and Vegeta were going rampant. Both of them, they were going crazy, and they're doing so much damage everywhere. It was crazy. But the span of 4 days, Goku Black comes out, and the meta is just timer count meta now. Because I think the best team in the game is the Goku Blacks and Broly. I think you're just able to sustain so much. But don't get it twisted. If you see a Goku Black team of Gogeta, you should be scared of that too, because that team, if they get the active skill right on the right time, I mean, it's gonna be hard to do damage to this team. I think the most damage that Gogeta will be able to do is probably to the blue one, because the Broly and Goku Black are gonna tank it probably pretty well, especially Goku Black, because he goes neutral for 10 counts, which is ridiculous to me, unheard of right now. Like, every character only has like 5 counts of it, but he goes 10 counts. So, but yeah, both these characters, it's kind of hard for me to choose which is better, but they both kind of do the same thing. The only difference is I think Goku Black just hits harder, and that's the only difference I can get from here. And they fix his gauge, they fix the way he has to refill his gauge, he's drawing boosts every time his gauge is full on entry. And Broly is just a crazy character as well. I don't really know what else to say about this, because they basically shifted the meta to timer count meta, I think. And yeah, but that's Yellow Goku Black and Broly. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys, if you want to change anything in this list. I'm pretty content with it, but let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.